Hello and welcome back. I'm Joe and this is Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Season 8. This bus is taking all the workers to our only industry that we have right now, and we're, well, still having money problems, so that's pretty cool. Today, I need to expand the city because we need more room to put more people so we can take more loans to take more industries and make more money. None of that made sense, I think, but I think you know what I mean. Part of me thinks I have to redo this intersection, but not yet. So, how are we doing? We are doing really good because all we have left is a little bit of road. And where is this road even? Oh, building up to the farm. Cool. That's actually really good news because that means our construction offices have nothing to do, which is exactly what we want. So, let's build a couple things and then we have to plan things. Sorry it's snow, but I don't want to skip things. No, I do not. I do not want to skip things. So, let me do my thing. How about this? Let's see, can we extend this? Kind of. Can we extend this? Yes. Oh yeah, party time. And there's the connection. Nice, make it pretty like Yamuda does. Why is this not assigned? That's silly. Give him my construction office and tell them, hey, get to work because this is all important. So that's the first thing. It is a small university. But what it will give us, the most important thing, is more university-educated people. If we have those, we shouldn't have big issues. If we don't have those, we have humongous issues that we can't even do anything about, and that is bad. Night mode, yeah! Hope you still like that. I can still see stuff on here. I hope you can too, so... well, there we are. And, I mean, it's just pretty. It's just pretty. Look at that water tower over there blinking at us. It is something. Now, we probably need some spotlights or something to put up here, but, well, you can't have everything all the time. So, we have a university going up. This will give us a distribution office. That is neat. It's not the most important thing, but it's definitely important. Let's check what we have going on here. That's good. That is very good. This is not great. I don't want people to wait in front, so let's make this 9. Sure. I didn't want 11. School looks just fine, which tells me we can probably invite some more NATO foreigners once we have some rooms. So what is our overlay saying? Our overlay is saying that we currently have, I never remember where the silly free flats is. Is it here? No, it should be here. Yes. Housing, there, free flats. 48. We have 48 over there and nothing else over here. May as well throw a couple NATO members in there and they can start figuring out what they need to do. And that's all fine. Time-wise, we have a lot of time to not worry about too much stuff. Is this one concentrating on mud? Yes, mud roads are still on. I don't want you to do mud roads. Do everything else. Yeah, time-wise, we still have some time, but I need to get into things. This one got done, if you were curious, just at the end of the last episode, and I started telling them to bring fabric here and move the clothes around, and that seems to be going okay. At least we're moving things around. Yeah, there's our clothing guy, and this clothing guy is going to this cargo station first, checking if there is any room for more clothes here, and if there isn't, go export them. So... this road, I could probably upgrade that eventually, but honestly right now it's probably too late to actually do that because, well, the city's already turned on. So, yeah, we're not going to do that. But this seems to work, and that gets me excited because once we have crops, we can get that stuff working too, which is very important. But as long as this is working at 100%, we have a fighting chance. 5,000 last month and we haven't built a lot. We need more industries. We need more industries, but we also need industries that make a lot more money, which that's a separate problem, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, you should be assigned. I don't want that many people here. I really just want like 15. I do need this done relatively soon, but we have more things to do. 10% of our population is still of higher education. That's not bad, but we just need more than that. We just need more than that, and there's no argument about that at all. Good, cool, figured that out. The next thing I should figure out is, do I want this city to only move around via this bus station, or do we want a train connection at some point here, anywhere at all? I don't have a good answer for that because I haven't thought that far ahead. I don't do that usually. I mean, everyone that watches this channel probably knows that, but the thing is, we can probably fit a train station somewhere on this side of the road, connect that to this mumbo jumbo, and still be in pretty good shape because 400 meters is a long distance and we can go underground and do other things if we have to. And that makes me actually really hopeful that I don't have to worry about that yet. So if we take this path, for example, that's 192 meters. 400 meters is really pushing it, but it's totally possible. But yeah, it's pushing it. So what would be better is having a train station somewhere here. And yeah, that would make our life a little easier. Having that right here is probably a better choice. So all I have to really do is to move this dirt road, which really doesn't make a huge difference, and put something there that resembles train platform. Which one should we use? Well, there are metros, lots of metros. We're not using mods right now, so I guess it's just this. And that's a train platform. Do you need power? You will get power eventually from other things, so I'm not that worried about that. I kind of feel like I have to put you on this side of everything, but that should be fine. And this is a relatively straight connection. Do I want you there or there? I want you here. I don't know if I want to actually use this. I just know at some point it will be better to have this in place than to not have it at all. So I'm just going to start with that and don't actually start building it. That should be fine. Now we have all this space to do other things. This is dangerous. I don't want this to be that close, so I want you to be, let's do 12 workers for now, so we don't run into danger of people not getting what they want. Got to keep an eye on that. Same thing here. Do we have water coming in everywhere? Yes, we do. Do we have anyone overflowing with anything? There was one patient waiting, so if we make this 7, that should get us more. You should be fine now. Okay, yeah. All those buildings seem a-okay. Now, this will take a little while to build, but luckily we have some money in the bank. That's very important. That is exactly what we need. And this is the big one. I still have a $2 million loan limit to sit. I do have 400,000 extra that I could add at any point for free. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that right now because I just feel like it should be possible. I expanded. I went big really fast, and that is my fault, and I have to stand up for it and figure it out. So I'm okay with doing that. Let's see, what can we do here? Honestly, I wouldn't mind if this junction will serve this guy as well. So can I make that happen somehow? This is not the most important thing. I should probably concentrate on just getting some workers in there first. I don't know why these numbers are gray now, but I should probably concentrate on some workers because this is our only thing with empty space, and that's just not a lot. Do we have our... Yes, we have this one done already, but closed due to bad weather. Do I have an attraction that actually is open during the during bad weather? I really don't remember. Concert hall. That sounds like it's something that should be open. Attraction level is not very high. I wonder if that has something to do with it, but yes. Apparently this one needs 7 degrees. Okay, fine. There's a little restaurant and a little bistro that will sell you food. I don't really want that because that will distract from other things. Gallery of art maybe is something that's always open and doesn't fit where I want you to fit. Can you fit here? Probably not. Of course not, because why would you? Why would this be easy? Well, doesn't fit there. There is a space here where I can totally fit something in if I get rid of all the footpaths. Maybe that is something I should actually consider, because these footpaths are not making a huge difference right now because everything is covered by roads. So how about we just do that? I will get that building in there and then we should be in better shape. Yeah, we'll just do that. Demolition takes a while now, so you have to plan ahead for that too. Just remember that. I think it's fun. But yeah, there you go. Money-wise, yes, money's going up. It's not going down. That's what I want to see. 11,000 last month. Let's triple check that over here. How much do we pay? 11,000. So that's barely breaking even. And I don't want to just break even. It's going to take a long time to keep breaking even. And right now we're not even importing with rubles. We're importing with NATO money. So Keep that in mind. It's not good. Let's get some other buildings. What do we have? I could continue with those. The bigger ones. Which ones did I use here? I think I used these. The 146ers because they have quality of flats 94%. This one has 77%, but a little higher capacity. Honestly, I don't mind putting a couple of these in these spaces to just get us a little bit of buffer for what's to come. So how about we do a block of 4 here? I kind of, for some reason, I really like this layout, this setup, as long as we are in range. We're not in range. I can't do it out there, so if I want to do that, I have to do it up here. I'm not in range of all the utilities that I need, especially water. Water is falling off right here. Okay, I think I can work with that. If I put you here, everything else is connected. That is important. You are definitely not in range. You're in range of everything that you need. This building is the only one that's a little out of place. So what we can do is go back to the drawing board, get this one, and just place you somewhat in the middle. Now we have a nice little block of just, well, here's where our surplus workers will go. And then we'll only go here, and that is, what is this, 350? Almost 500 people can work here, which is honestly a really good number, so that is fine. This is confusing. There's a footpath here, but there are no workers that can, or people that can get on and off the bus there. That's confusing to new players. I understand that, and I saw a question about that not that long ago. So I feel like that is something that should be addressed. But hey, you can't have everything all the time. So if we connect you guys here, you should be in walking range of at least this thing, which should get you everywhere. And we could, just for right now, because I will forget this, we could extend this, and we're just going to do it this way. Give me a little bit of straight path here, and then a path there. That should be good. We can extend this to all of them being happy. We need one extra thing before we can start building this, which is a monument. Obviously the big one right here, so people know exactly who they're working for. Very good. Let's get that assigned. And that should take care of our worker shortage, at least for right now. We do want some trash. We do want some trash receptacles in here. So how about we just do this? Small stand right here would cover everything, but that would also take away some very important real estate. If I can put you in here, that'd be great. But it doesn't seem to like that. This is fine. I don't want to add another node, but this should be totally fine. So we'll just leave that there. That should be okay. And yeah, construction office, get your move on, get your groove on. No, I don't want to do the extra heating yet. We don't need it. It's not a thing that is required. What we could do is cheat a little bit and get this one connected to the construction office so they can start at least on one of these buildings. So when we get moving, this is just a dirt path. Things are ready, which would be very, very important. How are we doing on trash in general? This is fine. We're not doing any of this, but there's this warning. Notification about waste separation. We don't get that unless we build a technical university, which I think a good space for that will be right here, or right here, or there are many places where we could actually build something like that. I just don't know right now where exactly I want that. So I think we'll just continue with this. I'm still surprised to see that our money is not 0. That makes me very excited. But I think that means that this is going pretty well, but our NATO money is definitely going down. So we got to keep an eye on that. 51% at 50% capacity, that is good. There are 36 workers. You're dropping off a full bus load. That is excellent. Maybe one extra bus in there wouldn't be the end of the world, but who knows? What are you doing? You're taking 25 people back. Okay. I just want to see when people are leaving here, and it looks like it takes quite a while. Let's run it a little faster for just a second. We don't actually need to clean everything out here, guys. Let's see, can we get some snow removal stoppage? Yes, right there. Let's see how that works. Okay, that timing is actually really, really good. That bus just drops off when we had the first group of people leave, so that one doesn't worry me anymore. Clothing is coming in. We have this guy still selling things, 12,000 a pop. That is perfect. And where are we? 19th January? In the winter, when everything is slower, we are doing really well with that. Really, really well. So that gets me excited. Night mode again. Okay, that's fine. This one is at least almost done. Let's watch a little bit of construction, and then when it's day again, we can go and build the rail yard for the passenger line that needs to go over there. And I won't know that it's actually reachable, so let's do that quick. Construction office. My hotkey is 9. My hotkeys are over here. I don't know if people actually remember that, but my hotkeys are here. Whenever I want to click something, I just, well, you put in here whatever you want, and you have a couple different ones. If you want to use different ones, I use this to cheapen my way out of building large power connections, but we don't need that right now. Okay, this one is on. Very good. I don't have enough workers to fill this up, so let's start with 10 and educate as many people as possible to just get started. Party officials, this is the big one. Maybe we can get 15 in here, and that would be great. But yes, we just need some teachers to teach everyone to be educated, and then we can work on the logistics and fire prevention. I mean, that's not a bad one. We could even get tourism going if we wanted to. There's some good things in here. There's also loyalty gets started in here. So there are a lot of things that actually would be really nice to have, but we don't need that right away. Stop building with this many people. It's just a trash receptacle. I mean, it's ridiculous. Don't do that. Okay. Do you tell me? Yes, you are in walking range of everything that I care about, so that's good enough. This footpath is gone now. That is good. How are we? What is our thing? Electronics, cool. Low government loyalty, yeah. Prey, 86. Okay, that number is definitely lower and unable to enjoy culture. That is related to what I want to actually build here. So let's get that going. Should I do this? No. The mud paths can stay, or the dirt paths can stay. They're really short, and upgrading those will just cause chaos in a couple places, and I don't want to do that. We can do that in the next city and then be happy. Some more sporting things. I wouldn't mind placing them, but I don't think I have the money for that. So gallery of art it is. Is it the best one to build? Probably not. But it's the one that we're building. I'm popping it really far back because my hope is that I can get a footpath back in here, so all the connections will just be fabulous. It also may allow me to, add a mechanism in here to get the construction going. 171 cubic meters, that is good. All right, let's concentrate on a little bit of rail stuff, and I think this road will actually go away. Messages, not a lot of messages. I actually like that. Most of them are vehicles, which means there are not that many problems in my republic, which is a good thing. Trust me. I have more than enough trouble in my republic when stuff happens. Honestly, for right now, how about we just get rid of all of this? Please, game, don't crash. It likes to crash when you take away some of the connections. So let's do that. Get all of this rail out of the way. Get a little bit of this road out of the way, because that will probably be replaced. I'm pretty confident that nothing is underground that could be even destroyed. Nope, looks like we are good there. And now, yes, we have to connect this thing to something. So, we have two options. We could make this one just connect from both sides, so it's a through station. We could put a loop at the end here where trains can just go in on one side and leave on the other side. Or we can make it a very basic terminal station. And I like the terminal option better. So just to remind myself, this is what we're going to start with. And that reminds me, I should probably plan where I put the rail construction office too, which is most likely in this area once we get there. Maybe even up here, maybe even on the outside of here. Yeah, maybe somewhere here. So there's just a very simple terminal station, and I don't like my trains to be too much longer than the stations that they run into, or the platforms that they go into, so this should be fine. Now, I need the inside to give me a good enough turn, and this is a really sharp turn. I need the inside to give me a nice enough and reasonable enough turning radius to actually do something with it. So let's see if we can make that happen. Yes, this is not terrible. It's not perfect, but it's not terrible. And in this case, we only need trains to go this way. I could make this a single track piece too, but I'm not ready to commit to that just yet. Okay, that's a good start. Let's take this back just a notch, and I have to remember that there's some power here that I don't want to cut. So, sure, up to here is probably okay. Now, I could decide that this is a very, very busy, or I should decide, I should say, this will be a very busy rail corridor where a lot of trains will come in to just export stuff over there. So the first thing that I should do and will do is this. Start building a double rail yard. What is a double rail yard? It will be a rail yard for these 4 outside spots. Hopefully. I don't know if the distribution office will be smart enough, but we will figure that out. For these outside slots, when the distribution office delivers and exports things, and honestly, looking at this, I should probably do 2 ins and 3, so half this. 3, let me restart. I got this. There are 6 tracks here. Right now, only have the outside 2 connected to start importing something. And that is okay, but realistically, we're only going to move some crops here, or we're going to drop off some crops. We're going to drop off some food, and we're going to drop off some alcohol, maybe some chemicals, and that's pretty much it. Like, there's not a lot of stuff that we need to deliver here. Barred, of course, there are some construction thingies that we haven't even connected yet. So let's check this. Is this full? No, you're good. Just want to make sure that this container guy is doing the thing it needs to do. So there's not a lot of traffic that will go in here right now. Now, could we add some industries on this side? Yes, absolutely. But we don't have that yet. So I don't think I need more than 3 of these tracks connected for just basic behavior. that's a terrible way to describe that. For getting to the customs house, and that is fine. I'm blah-blahing all over the place here, but what I really mean is this outside one needs to be our exit track always, and right now it is. I'm considering putting this one as connections to the 3 customs house tracks that we have here, but it's really not necessary. Happiness is really, really good. That's surprising. But it's really not necessary. So maybe 2, but even if I do 2, I'm building a rail yard out here to handle all excess train traffic, which should mean we really won't have a problem here. So let's make this, how long do we need this? 350 meters is more than sufficient for anything that we could put in here. It's just a little closer than I wanted it there, so let's fix that. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just going on about things, and now in the end, everything is handled here because all I need to do is not signal this piece. If I don't signal this piece, then the first train that can get into any of the custom house stations, they will just go. The other way is I signal this piece, as long as I can put a signal in here, and I'm not convinced that I can right now. Nope, I can't put one here. I should signal this piece because then I can have one train already parked here and the other train's just waiting back there. Now, there is a big question mark, and I'm going to save this, and I didn't do this earlier, but Season 8, Episode 7, yes. I'm going to save this because there's a high chance that whatever I'm doing here, I won't be able to redo later on when things matter. So let's see what we can do here. The main thing that is broken, or that doesn't work for me right now, is that I can't put a signal here. So let's just take the things out that we don't care about, all the way up to the triple track. And what usually happens is the bridge, the beautiful bridge that I built forever ago, is in a situation that I can't reproduce the way it is right now. So let's take this back up to that node. Perfect. New vehicle available. I don't know if that's a modded one or if that's a normal one. And it shouldn't matter that much. We're taking them all back to the exact same thing. Cool. That wasn't completely necessary. See? I had a feeling. I had a feeling that this may happen. And sorry, but this is a game issue. So let's just load that and don't go back as far. Oh, it's still night. Maybe I should just run this forward just a little bit so it's daytime. That would help people, right? There we go, it's day. Let's save it here, and if we have to come back, we will. Okay, so honestly, I need to check really quick how we're doing over here. We're doing quite okay over here. Money is still there, but I do have to keep an eye on the money because that will run out relatively soon. But so far, so good. Actually, I want to prioritize this, not with more people. Give me 10 people on that. Give me 10 here, and don't build this one yet. Okay, cool. Monument, you also. It's really, there are too many people going to this, and I want those people to work at the factories, not at the construction sites. Look at how many people are going to this thing. It's just ridiculous, just 10. Everyone else, go to the bus stop and go work. Okay, let's try this again. So, it didn't like me removing all that stuff, so I have to remove less. Okay, save it again, because that problem will happen again. And no, I'm not cutting this out. That is lame. It's not lame, it's just... I want to show you as much as I can about all the things, even if they're stupid things. Okay, so this is my problem child, and I wouldn't be surprised if I can't do what I want to do, but that is okay, because I can definitely... something like that, and then yeah, can't connect to that thing. Oh wow, it's February already. I can't do that thing. I am not opposed to doing this, so take that one back a little bit, take this one back a little bit, and then do this. It's a little sharper turn than I want, so let's just do 1 or 2 more tabs. Very good. More concrete rail, and now this one looks a lot smoother. Very good. So now we have the connection there. It doesn't have the triple rail, and it's not completely centered now, but it gives us what we need, I think. That node, for some reason, wants to be connected there. I don't know why. Sure. And now we're just going to do a nice long crossover on both of those sides. That looks good. And now we definitely have the room that we need for our rail that's going to go there. One thing that I want to check really quick is the... Can I really not go next to you? F4? No, it just wants to snap to the node there for some reason. F4, I want to see how long this is. 230 meters for trains. Our distribution offices, I hope it will tell me, the rail distribution office has a station length of 155 meters. So 230 meters is a relatively long train here, plus we have another, what, 50 meters there? In the station itself, or 100 meters? I don't even know. This is 115 meters. So 230, this is over 300 meter long trains, and this will not be the bottleneck of those. So this distance, all of this is totally fine. They can figure it out, and now I know for sure that I can put a signal here, and I can do some proper signaling for all the things that I want to do. Yes, there will have to be a chain here, in case you didn't know that. So that seems good. Money is gone. I don't know how I managed to look at it at the right time, but money is gone. 800,000, sure. I don't want to go overboard for right now, and see what we can pay back here. I want to keep our interest rate as low as possible for as long as possible. Well, you can't pay that much, and pay what we owe. There you go. 158,000. That's actually a really good amount of money to do all the things that we need to do right now. So that makes me happy. First part done. That rail is connected. Second part is we will need to do something about this, and the power lines where they are right now are not ideal, but that's fine. Save the game again so we can actually see something. Luckily, oh, look at our NATO money. It's just going down. We're almost done spending all our NATO money for what we had. What do we have going on here? 21 without own flat. Nobody yet. How many empty spaces do we have? Nothing. Overlay. There. I know where it is this time. Zeros. We are out of space, but we may see an increase in educated workers very, very soon. This is the one that matters. Would be nice if I could reduce the number of students here, but, well, I can't. I won't. It is what it is. Are you almost done? No. You can also get high priority because we need you now. Okay. Rail. Yes, back to rail. I think this episode is a good place to actually add the rail construction office, so I'm hoping I can get to that relatively soon. All right, Barapova. I don't like that there's a... This is... You see the little... Let's see here. You see that? It's not pretty, and it's not going to be pretty because I would like all of this to be on the same level, and I can't do that when I already have rail placed there, so that's a small little issue. Let's see if we can manipulate the game a little bit. Take you out, this is all temporary anyways, and take you out as, well, just all the way up to here. And then what I'm going to try is, I know that I have 6 tracks. These are not level. Okay. I can already see that they're not level. We have 6 tracks. Let's see what we can do with a bulldozer. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. This is perfect. Got one bulldozer just bulldozing its little heart out, and this looks so much better already. I can tell with just the contour lines, so this is really good stuff. We are, I think, a little higher than where I want to be, but generally, this area, to make that a rail yard, we just need it to be, well, appropriate. Yeah, it's going to take a little longer here. We should probably use some excavators on this side. And then, yeah, we're getting in the flatland here. So on this side, I'm actually going to level it out to the station. And then we're going to get a little smoothage in here. And we should find that this looks better than what I had before. I'm okay if it's not completely flat. That's totally fine, but we should at least have some plateaus that suggest the same height everywhere. That should be fine. There we go. Yeah, this is actually a lot bigger height difference than I expected to see, but that's fine. So now we have a couple plateaus, and I think terrain smooth should make this a little more, how do we want to say that? A little more better. Okay, there's our rail. If I put you in here, you're happy, and you're doing that thing. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's not quite what I wanted, but that's fine. Now we have this thing that is actually looking flat. I thought earlier it wasn't flat, but it totally is flat. So what we can do is get all 6 of these connected, do the same flattening, or the same terrain manipulation like that. And then when we're done with this, they should all be very much the same. And I'm very excited for that because I usually don't spend time on this. But today we are, so deal with it. That one seems happy, and then this one seems happy too. It's not all the same, but it's all close enough. And that's what we needed here. Okay, so next piece of business. Let's do the middle ones. And no, we're not going to connect all of these. Yeah, they look fine. We're not going to run them at this length, but they give us at least level ground to play with. And that's all we're doing here. So get that one in there, get this one in here, and then we're just going to take back the stuff that we don't want. Cool. Of course, this has to be a quick screenshot because reasons. Hey, this channel is built on rail, so let's keep that going a little bit. Now, we need to figure out what length we actually want and what distance we want on this side to do something. And I did like the 350 earlier because that's about the length that we have at the border. So 350 right there, that is our indicator for how long we want things to be. Let's check all the things. We have some money, we have some free people here. Let's get a couple more invited from the NATO side. That looks great. How we're doing on education. Still about 10%, so not much better yet. This is at least getting done. Someone is working on here, missing resource concrete. That's fine. Yeah, vehicle. Can't even build this yet. I can't take advantage of that at this point. What is unemployment? That is a little higher. Well, that's actually pretty close to what I want. 10% unemployment is good because it allows you to keep, okay, It allows you to keep everything busy and workers in the right places without feeding too many extra mouths. So 10% is a good number if you have a really good... Sorry, if everything's in walking range, 0% is a good number. If you're using public transport for anything, 10% is the number that you want to go for. All right, let's see here. I would like you to be as long as possible. Yep, if you end up right under here, that's actually fine. And then, what did I say? I would like to use this one. I would like to use this one as an extra track too. And we can. We can if I can put a chain signal on here, which I can, and then a chain signal there. These two chain signals are what I want to make this work. So now we can use 1, 2. Well, there's only 2 tracks. That's not a lot. No, I don't like this anymore. Don't like this anymore. And yes, let's keep going with things. I want at least 3 tracks to wait here, because if we have 3 tracks here, 3 tracks at the customs house, that is 6 tracks for trains to wait on, and that's fine. And then because I am greedy, I will give myself 1 extra one, and that should be enough once we get into trains to actually make all of this work. Now, I wasn't planning on using this outside track, but we need it. Do we need 1 or 2? We're supplying to 4 different stations, so honestly 2 tracks should be sufficient. And here is what we need to do with this one. I hope part of what I'm saying makes sense. I don't think everything I'm saying is very well explained, but we're getting there. Let's see, I can't even... Let's take you forward a little bit. And then see... Yeah, that's the one that I wanted to get to. That's fine. We'll be okay. You take you out. Can I do... Yes, I can. Can I do... Yes, I can. Very good. So now, the outside 2 tracks are the ones that will connect to everything. So here's what we're going to do. We need you to come in there. We need this one to actually go there. And it would be really nice if we had double slip switches, but that's not a thing in this game. So... honestly, this is stupid because I can make this much better. Yes, I'm building too big. Someone's going to put in the comments, this is way too big for whatever I want to use later on, and the answer is yes, of course it is. That's absolutely true. F4 to not snap there, very nice. That's absolutely true because that's exactly what I like to do. Go too big, don't go home. And you can just connect right into here. Now, if I can manage to make this about 130 meters, that is the wrong measurement tool. If I can make this about 350 meters, that will be great, but I have my doubts that we have enough space here. Too many other points. From about there to about here. Yeah, it's not exactly 350 meters, so if the longest train will not fit in here, but that is not the end of the world. So if I just go near that point, we should have more than enough room to do all the things that we need to do. Let's make that nice and smooth. Let's make this one nice and smooth. And now all our trains here can get to the right rail yard and the other way around too. Now, here is the grand piece. I need trains to also come back. And I would like them to not block too much of my other rail. And this is so busy, but I don't hate it. I look at it and I'm just like, yeah, this works. It's a little tighter here, but the trains here are not going very fast, so it should not impact anything. And then, yeah, this rail yard will only be delivered to by rail distribution offices, which should not be longer than this rail yard, so that should not cause any real issues. Look like my gallery is done. Let's make it 5 workers. Thank you. Okay, almost there. So we have 2 tracks there. This one just smooth enough. There you go. That's as smooth as I'm gonna get it. And then you also have to be kind of smooth on this side. And again, the middle piece of the track that we have there is the one that's 350 meters long. Only ever put 1 train on it. Don't put more than 1 train on it. And this part makes me very happy. Now that I'm happy with that, I know that I'm happy with this. I know that I'm okay with this. It makes the bridge a little non-centered anymore, but that is fine. Now I have to figure out how I connect all of this. But since I know that I'm happy with all the other things, let's just assign it. Cool. Rail or construction office, is that the only thing you're currently working on? No, you have some concrete monument. Good. We have a brick and we have a large farm. You started on the farm already? That's awesome. I should probably get the rest of the roads in here. Otherwise, we're just gonna hate doing anything. Yes, I'm really far away, but it's fine. You can probably run all the way over here because we have to, well, we actually don't have to deliver to this one at all. But I want you. I would like you here, but yeah, that's good. I like that. That's a good one. Get that one here, and then get this one assigned, not assigned, but constructed there, and we could totally make all the other connections dirt. I'm not 100% sure that that is what I want to do, but that is a distinct possibility. Now, this is a rail connection. Let's see here. Not ideal. I should have done that rail or that gravel road a little different first, but we are where we are. Let's get you a nice little connection there, and you can get the last one. No, we're not going to build that one. They can just build some of the gravel roads because they're the easiest to build. So they can figure it out. How are we doing here? We just need a little more steel and then we're good to go. That's actually really, really good news. 8% unemployment, that is great. What is our income? 38,000. That is really good. We're building a lot of stuff. So far, so good. I'm excited. We only have a little bit left on our ruble, which that is a little scarier, but hey, we're getting there. Okay, let's get this connected. We have a small problem or a small challenge. I have to be able to deliver grain from here to here. I can do that by truck, but that is well, it's probably fine for the distance that we have. But I would like to plan on being able to do this by train if I really absolutely have to. So I need to find a way to have a connection to the left, but also a connection back onto the track. We had that simple T-junction earlier, which is probably going to be good enough, but there are chances that we will run into issues. So something that I should probably try is we could run relatively parallel to our F4 is not on, the snapping is not on. We could run relatively parallel to this and get a different type of connection before we're off again to somewhere else. I don't know what our connections are, but trains don't care that much, even fuel trains. Speaking of fuel trains, there may be space here to put a fuel station in there. Is there a place here to put a fuel station in there? I could probably make it so. Save. I always forget fuel stations, and you need to place them in places where trains actually go by. One place can definitely be right here, just where they come in and they can get their stuff, and that's most of the passenger trains will be fine, but the gravel train or whatever train is going to be here is not going to get anything. Now you can't go electrify everything right away. That's not usually where I go. I like fuel trains. I like the diesel trains. They're fun to look at, and I think they work just fine. But yes, I do have to plan ahead and get a fuel station in here. So let's see if we can find something. Train diesel station. Yes, you are really close. To be fit. Oh, it would actually fit here. Okay, that's what we're gonna try. Save the game again. I think I just did, but pause this because I'm gonna break something. Get back until right underneath there. Okay. Is this gonna work? I'd be impressed if it works, but I am hopeful. We do need a road connection. Without a road connection, all of this is completely meaningless. But there's that. Okay. Then give me rail and they're at least straight. That is a big plus. And then there's our one node that comes in. Here is dead end or over the road. Yes. Okay, if you need me to put it there, I will put it there, because now we still have a spot for a chain signal right there. Perfect. We don't need anything here, and it already has a road connection there, so it can actually get the fuel. I'm impressed. I didn't think that was going to work, but that will do everything that we need to do for delivering out here for our custom trains when they ever sit here. I'm happy with that. It does not actually fix the problem of the gravel train. Oh, sorry, the grain train that will sit over there. So that's stupid, because that's the only reason why I put it there. But it won't hurt, because the fuel trains aren't, or the diesel trains are not the smartest for routing behavior. So what I need to do now, how we're doing here, 55, okay, crimes, electronics, church, play, spirituality, that looks good. Electronics is the biggest, no, crime is the biggest one. Okay, we're already losing a little bit due to crime and some due to loyalty. Okay, we can't fix that right now. Rob's has a mod out there for newspapers that he's playing with. I'm not willing to go there yet, but it's an option. Okay, water. All right, so there's a fuel station over there. There's a fuel station over here. I could potentially make this a rail distribution office. Sorry, I could add a rail distribution office for the grain delivery and put that somewhere here, and that can connect to whatever we want to connect it to, because a rail distribution office has fuel storage, which is very, very important. It makes life a little easier. We could place that in, honestly, out here is not the worst place, but if I do make this a rail distribution office section, we do have to double track this, which right now it absolutely isn't. And if we would try this, it would say there's something over there, which this one we can move really easy, but this rail crossing we cannot move really easy. This that thing is actually impossible to move. What I wonder, I think it's just the thing there. There's some options here. There are some options there, but we have to get this intersection right first. I think we should just go super simple on this intersection. I always like the butterfly intersections, and I call them non-blocking junctions too. But I don't think that we're going to see as much traffic from the trains over here. I do want access to both sides, but generally to this, to the left from me now. What, left is west? Yes, on a map, left is west. To the left side, to the west side, I don't expect a lot of traffic to go that way, but a lot of traffic to potentially come back if we use a rail distribution office. Now, I could put a rail distribution office up here too, but then it's in the city. That's not as fun. So how about we do this? If I get a relatively good junction here, which this one I would consider one because it doesn't take up too much space. I would like you to not encroach on the other rail. Get that junction there, get this junction here without being too tight, and I think I'm okay with this one. Yes, that looks good. Normal T junction was exactly what it was before, just a little different. And then I have to figure out how I can connect to the potential rail distribution office over there, which if I take these out and then try really, really hard to add something in here, honestly start on this side. No. 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 I'm not very hopeful that it's going to work, but I'm trying anyway. So there is... This is the maximum distance. Is it going to fit? Nope. It's just barely not going to fit. Are you kidding me? I'm not surprised by that at all. Okay, if we can't go that route, can we go the other route? And I should probably allow this to actually exist so I don't accidentally remove that later, because I have done that more than enough times. You get as close as you can. Honestly, if I start on this side, maybe it's easier. Wow. It's taking up a lot of space there, so... Definitely not going to build that. that is possible. And then, yeah, this is pretty much what we had before. I could keep this single track just for this little junction here. It's just not my preferred way of doing business. Should I reroute? And we could reroute in here. Wow, it's doing funny things. We could reroute in there, go through this, and then in here. I have double track there, yes. We could totally do that. This road is not critical. I mean, there's no reason to make something much more complicated than I'm already doing this. So we could go in here, and could go in here, and now the distribution office that we can put potentially up there has a way to exist. Now, this is a highway. I would like to not block the highway, which means the rail distribution office may actually exist here instead of where I have it. Now, the problem is I don't have the size of the rail distribution office recognized. I think it will fit here. We can totally move the road that exists right there to actually place this. I don't hate everything I'm saying right now. I'm actually surprised by that. So how about we just make you a little longer, you a little longer. The rail distribution office can exist in... There's no good reason to not put the rail distribution office in line here. I was just going to say it could exist there, but I don't know if I like it. But yeah, in this case, there's no good reason to separate the rail distribution office. Now on this side, it will really just be a single line track. Let's get that one in there. And this one can just become a junction. We don't even have to go that far, but I don't think I can get a junction. That is not the right thing. I don't think I can actually get a junction where I want it. So if we do a junction here, the nice thing about junctions across roads is there's generally not a train on a junction, so it should only block traffic a minimal amount of time. So now this is all connected to everything. We have a fuel station effectively here with the rail distribution office, which is really nice. That doesn't help the fuel access to the passenger train that we will hopefully have over there eventually. How are we doing here on everything? How full are you? You're empty, you're empty. Okay. Construction office, you're not doing anything right now, are you? Unfinished road. Yes, you're just working on some roads, that's fine. How about you get started on this? Yes, I'm doing this one first because this will require a little bit of extra setup, and I'm not sure that I'm ready for that yet. Yeah, let's just get some more of that stuff. We are going to load our last few rounds of, what are they called? Fabric. And that's unfortunate, but it has to happen. And then I would assume I don't actually have any more free distribution offices left. Yep, 505, can't build anymore. So I have to take down the ones that we have up here. Do I have two? No, that's a fuel. That is a technical service office. That's a road depot. We definitely don't need this anymore. I would like you to actually move somewhere because you're not going to be here in the winter. Change place where you work. What do we have? You can't work there. You could work here. So how about you go there? And then we destroy this technical service office. Get that one back. That's nice. What's going on here? That was another thing. There are trucks. I think you can definitely move to the other thing. And then I will check really quick how much money one of those loads actually costs. Go back to you. I don't know if you know that, but they actually drive slower at night too, unless you have lit up roads. 5,000, so we have about 2 more trips, which is excellent, because then we used most of our NATO cash, which is, I think, a really good thing. How are you doing? You are just fine. You can reach most of those residential buildings, and you will reach every residential building that's on this side. That is neat. We're almost at 2,000 people. I have to worry about police very soon. But they can probably go at the end of town here. That shouldn't be a huge deal because we have the buildings in range. So that is all a-okay. Yeah, last thing, figure out where I put a fuel station in this setup. And honestly, I don't... Let's see. I could be persuaded to put it closer if we have, yes we have a power station connection right there. If I put it there. There's nothing over here, so I would have to build something extra Am I going? Yes. Sorry. We're gonna redo this just a little bit so I can fit the fuel station in where I need it and have a nice straight connection. And that means we're actually gonna rip out most of what we just did, and then redo it in a very similar way. I'm doing this very gingerly because I don't want to remove that the power lines. Those are important to me. Oh, and then am I going to add my rare construction office now? You know, I would like to. There's the only reason to add it is to not forget it later, because there's no way for me to actually start working on that yet. So there's that piece. But let's see here. You go there, you go there. Let's see if we got lucky here. Oh, wow. That is actually pretty much in line with what was there before. That's actually really nice. Now you give me a good connection to this. That's reasonable. Give me a good connection to that. That somehow, I don't know if you saw that, it spread out from the track a little bit, and I don't like that. I want you to stay closer to the track, go right there. Now you guys get a nice swoopy entrance here, and last but not least, probably least, this one. It's not as clean as it was earlier, but I think it's still crossing not allowed. Why? Okay, fine, you can go right there. It pretty much looks the same. Nothing functionally changed besides we have a fuel station now that doesn't have to be built. Cool. All right. Where's our time? 57 minutes. Yeah. We actually got a lot of stuff done, and this is going to get built in no time, which makes me excited. We have all the fuel connections that we need now. This building is currently without a road connection. That is not super helpful. Can you go across here? Nope. Could you go across here? Yes. Okay, do that. Take you back just a notch and connect to that. Cool. Double cross. Honestly, no. Do this. That connects all the things that need to be connected, and that's all we should care about right here. Yeah, it's just dirt road that goes nowhere. That is fine. Okay, rail construction office. We have workers here. We have actually a lot of space right here, and we will add some more worker barracks and worker situations over there if I wanted to. There's not really a good access point on this side, which makes me a little nervous, but there's an access point through the train platform that we could use to get our construction cranes out. The only real thing that is going on right now is if I want to put my rail construction up here, I just need to make sure that I can connect to both sides of the rail. It just makes life a little easier, especially for building things, and that should be fine. We just also need gravel access and, you know, other access. Let's see how this looks. Let's see how this looks, because this one may actually get really, really fast. Where's our reconstruction office? There we go. Small or big? Small or big? Here's the thing. I need to figure out if the small construction office does not allow the big rail cranes yet or already, because if it doesn't, I don't want the small one, because the speed difference is just humongous and it's not worth going small for any of that. So we're just gonna grab a bus that we had at the intro and see how everything looks at night and during the day, and then I'll see you again next time. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this kind of stuff, don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, we may be okay on money now, but I really haven't added anything. I added one industry that's not getting built yet, but we're in a really good spot, and I feel like I'm actually prepping for the future a little bit. You feel free to disagree with all that, but I think we're good. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.